We are about to drive up to the famous temple on the hill, Wat Phra Mayen. But before we go up there, something I've been seeing for a few days now that I have to show. Sasha thinks I'm being a proper geek for saying this, but don't you think this tree looks like polygons? What is this again, Sash?
It's a conifer.
Conifer.
You're such a boy.
It looks like an old 3D game. What do you think? Well, I think it's interesting. Even if my wife doesn't.
Okay, I'm going to walk up the steps and Jay's going to drive the car. Okay, let's begin the walk. All these steps to go up. Thought I'd go for the energetic option.
I took the easy route.
Yeah, you ready to walk the rest of the way?
Yeah. I'm refreshed because I drove halfway. In addition to the temple, it looks like they've built a new white Buddha up there. So we'll go up there too. It was quite good. I'll show you. When you go to temples in Thailand, you have to dress modestly, cover your shoulders. So Sasha's brought her a little wrap, something you should do. Oh, you're going to do legs as well. All modest?
Yep, hot as well.
Hot and modest. So this is Wat Phra Mayen, the temple on the hill. Good for a sunset viewpoint. Now, during our time living in Thailand, we've been to this viewpoint many times. Brought my parents here. The view today is terrible. Look how bad that is. You can't see any of the mountains, any of the scenery.
We didn't really think this through
No.
before we planned this trip.
It is a very bad season to be sightseeing.
So you'll notice we're doing a lot of flashbacks in this video.
Yeah, we have to flashback too.
This is what it really looks like.
Remember, come here in the green season. Rainy season, green season. Now we're going to head up to the new white Buddha, see what that looks like.
More steps.
Yep, of the big image Buddha steps. Let's do this. Please dress modestly. Like this. This is acceptable. This looks like it's been slapped together rather hastily. Can you imagine this kind of construction work being allowed in the West at a tourist attraction? Almost there. It's pretty cool. Make a good time lapse if there were some clouds. As you can see, there's absolutely no shade up here. And at the moment, no view, so we're going to head back down. Pretty cool addition to PAI though.
So one of the best things to do in PAI that we always find is to just literally walk around and find places to sit and eat. There's so many cafes and restaurants and little shacks dotted around that you're really not short on places to eat and drink. You can spend hours in one little cafe just listening to the music and reading a book or just relaxing, and it's a really nice way to pass a quiet, chilled out afternoon. So that's what we tend to do when we come here.
Another great thing about the restaurants and cafes and coffee shops here is they're all in really close proximity to each other, so you can just walk from one place to the next. So it's just like a walk and eat, which is great fun. In fact, like we mentioned before, this town was the town that made us come back to Thailand because there was a little wooden coffee shop called All About Coffee that we remember from our travels 9 years ago, and it was so potent in our minds that we were like, we have to come back to Thailand to go sit at that place. And when we came back, it was still there, and it was so cool to go and sit there and just have a coffee. Another big time activity for most people that come here is to rent a scooter. You'll see tons of Westerners on scooters around here.
Every single time we've come to PAI, we've seen at least 5 people with bandages.
Bandages coming out of the hospital. Yeah, hospital does good business here. So I'm actually feeling rather sad right now. This cafe is the cafe that's made us come back to Thailand. This is what we thought about. We were sitting on our sofa in London, wishing we were back here at this little wooden cafe in the hills of PAI.
drinking a smoothie and having a chocolate brownie. This is the place, and emailed the owner this morning and it's shut. They've finished. They've moved to Chiang Mai for their son's schooling. The reason I'm feeling a bit sad about it isn't because the cafe shop is shut. It's, you know, it's just a building, but it's what it kind of symbolises. This is what made us come back here, and we found out that that chapter for them is now shut, and they've moved on, and now it's kind of like maybe our chapter needs to shut, and we need to move on.
Goodbye, All About Coffee. You've been great to us, and we'll always remember what you meant to our journey and to our life and to everything. Sasha's still feeling quite emotional. I don't know if you saw our last video, but if you did, there's been a few kind of messages in this journey so far. Having drove up exactly the same road that we did 9 years ago without even realising it, bringing back memories of our first trip, which was from PAI to Chiang Rai, and then we go from Chiang Rai back to PAI on the same road. Come here without even realising that we were going to go up that way. Coming to see the place that began everything, that we long for, and shut forever. There's a message there, I'm sure. We are going to eat at Art in Chai this morning. It's a very strong spiritual vibe here in Thailand, so you get a lot of these cafes that have like poem writing and creative thinking nights and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, quite unique in Thailand. Sasha went for the vegan chocolate cake and a herbal tea. We're at the Land Split. This place is a bit of an interesting find. Basically the story behind it is there's a farmer and he has been farming this land for years. One day he wakes up, finds a huge crack has appeared right through the centre of his farm. Can't farm it anymore. So the farmer used the remaining land to grow roselle plants, which he makes products from and gives to people for free. Made the Land Split into a tourist destination for people to come and see. So you just put whatever you think his products or time is worth to you. Come up, have a walk around, see the Land Split. Not a lot of people here would think to use such a bad situation to a good advantage. So he's done well. And he's a nice guy. We finished looking at the split, so now we're going to go down and try out some of the roselle products.
So when you come here as well, they bring you a little picnic and you get a glass of roselle juice, some tamarind chutney, jam, banana chips, peanuts, and
like boiled taro or sweet potatoes.
You just give a donation as to what you think it's worth, kind of thing. You just pay what you want. Fresh passion fruit.
My favourite.
And papaya.
So don't fill up on food before you come here because we've just got a whole plate of gloy, which is banana, roselle wine.
Little bit alcoholic.
Little bit alcoholic, you said.
Dare we try? Cheers.
How is it? You can tell we're not big drinkers.
Hammock life.
We've even got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
In this place.
Relaxed.
This is an area of Pai we've never been to before. Another thing to do is just wander about. You never know what you're going to find. Cool. Toast office. We have to come back and see what all this stuff is like. We've been so busy trying to visit all the places we normally go to that we haven't been really looking out for new discoveries, so we're going to come back tomorrow and see what all these places look like in the day when they're open. Without a doubt, if you're going to get Thai food in Pai, Na's Kitchen is definitely one of the #1 restaurants to go, which is where we're going now to get food.
We've come a bit earlier than we would have normally. We walked past here yesterday and it was really busy, so we struggled to get a table sometimes, so fingers crossed.
This is Na from Na's Kitchen. She's a really nice lady.
This is the table that we sat at the very first time we came here. And here we are again.
It's a great place to sit and do a bit of people watching as well at this table. This is the only restaurant that I eat spring rolls in. I got a bit addicted to spring roll when we first moved here. I was having them all the time. I weaned myself off them, but I know they are really good here, so I can't resist them. Good quality brown rice. Amazing with the curry. That was good food. Now we're going to walk it off at the walking street which goes on every night, so you can come along for that journey. I agree. That there, Charlie's house, was the very first guest house we stayed in when we were kids, 21 years old. It is dessert time at the lemon time. We decided that we were going to get some coffee and cake. Why not? That's what we do. Sasha's gone for an apple crumble and a hot chocolate.
So Eden wasn't in this video, you'll notice, but she's here now. It's a real shame about our favourite coffee shop closing, but we are now on the hunt for a new favourite, and I'm sure we'll find one. So hit the like button if you liked it, leave us a comment below and let us know what you think, and thanks for watching. See you next time.